The 25th International Fine Watchmaking Fair, attended by 16 luxury watch brands, opened its doors on Monday in Geneva, 4 days after the Swiss National Bank unexpectedly announced it had decided to scrap its 3-year-old cap on the Swiss franc, triggering the currency to soar against the euro. In the felted alleys of the fair and on the exhibition stands, the issue was on everyone's lips. Most fine watchmaking brands are based in Switzerland, and the bulk of their cost base is also in Switzerland. Since last Thursday, the watches they sell in the Eurozone now cost 15 to 20% more to produce. For the moment, the watchmakers say they're waiting to see what will happen in the coming days and weeks. CEO François-Henri Benamias of independent Swiss watchmaker Audemars Piguet was clear that prices would have to be adopted with a likely increase in Europe.
We'll have to adapt our prices to the decision that will be made in the coming weeks. We cannot make a decision overnight, obviously. We have to wait and see what's going to happen. But yes, at one point we'll have to adjust prices one way or the other. In Europe, obviously prices will go up.
However, no wind of panic blew on the fair. The Eurozone represents between 30 to 40% of their selling market, while the United States, South America and Asia remain promising and growing markets, even though demand has decreased a little lately in China. Swiss watchmaker Parmigiani CEO Jean-Marc Jacot agreed that the sector can absorb the shock and decrease margins to adjust to the new deal. The situation will benefit his retailers in the Eurozone, although he expects it to be problematic only for its subsidiaries, which sell in Swiss francs. For the moment, he's decided to wait for a while before potentially adjusting his prices. He doesn't think it could damage his industry or threaten employment.
We could not continue like that, We could not continue in Switzerland to live under a bubble, and to think that we will continue to spend billions buying euro to support the money, So I think it was right. So the decision was very brutal, very, very fast. But it was a good decision. To my opinion, it was a good decision, and not a surprise. The surprise was the timing. That's it.
If the fine watchmaking industry is not really worried, all eyes turn towards smaller watchmaking firms. After the SNB voiced out its decision, Swiss brand watches top officials talked of a tsunami that would ruin Swiss firms' competitiveness.
All companies have to adapt, but it will be perhaps more difficult for small companies to adapt and to take the measures, either the reduction of the margin or either the rising of the prices, but it is also a question of competitivity.